A really big catalyst for Palantir stock was the Q1 earnings that came out on the 8th of May 2023. But then building on this momentum, along with contract announcements, we had the AIP Con event day, which happened on the 1st of June 2023. And this event was a chance for Palantir to show their rapid adoption of their AIP, their artificial intelligence platform. And it also gave existing Palantir customers the chance to talk about and demonstrate the benefits that they've actually seen through using Palantir's AIP. It really highlighted how positive these companies, and some of them were really big companies, found working with Palantir. How much they trusted Palantir as a business partner, and also how much AIP helped improve their business efficiencies and business operations, reducing their cost and improving decision-making abilities. And ultimately, this led to those customers of AIP to feel like they were stronger competitors in their own sector. I think for a lot of businesses and for a lot of shareholders, this event was big. It really helped show Palantir in a more understandable way. We got to hear from a variety of different customers across all different sectors talking about how AIP actually helped improve their business operations. And a lot of people explained it in a lot of different ways. So to me, at that point, Palantir became way more tangible. It became way more realistic and understandable. And I think that really helped to drive conviction in this stock. And I believe it would have helped Palantir actually to get way more new leads on potential new contracts following that event. Aside from the general success of this event, the stock responded quite nicely and began to rise as well. Of course, it wasn't just this one event, this one AIP Con day that caused the stock price to rise so much following the 1st of June, but it definitely helped. And it really built on the momentum that we were already seeing. Anyway, you're probably wondering why I'm waffling on about AIP Con day that happened a few months ago. Well, it's because I saw on Twitter that there is indication that a second AIP Con event will be happening on the 14th of September 2023. If this is true, this is going to be a second event focused all on AIP that will be happening just a few months following the previous event. Now, it is possible that Palantir have literally just made a decision that they will be doing these on a more quarterly basis. They could be putting a second event in to help build momentum. The first event was such an success and it made a lot of people very excited about AIP. So having this second day so close to the first one will really help increase the conversation and keep that conversation about Palantir's AIP going. They could also be putting another event in to actually showcase new features or a newer version. Palantir is obviously constantly working on upgrading their software and upgrading their AIP. Holding a second event could be a good way to actually showcase new features if this is why they're doing it, and potentially get more people excited about more benefits that can be seen from AIP. And the third reason is to reach a wider audience. The first AIP Con Day was primarily aimed at existing customers and partners. But building on the momentum of the last one, it could be a way to reach even more future customers, which then leads to hopefully more contracts, which means more revenue. And as an investor, I'm all up for that. There is another really exciting piece of news that I think Palantir investors should really know about, so I'm going to touch on that now. And this one is related to the healthcare industry. Concordance Healthcare Solutions. They are a healthcare technology company and they've recently released a new platform called Surgence. And this platform utilizes Palantir's Foundry software. So the whole point of Surgence is that it will be able to give real-time data and real-time visibility into things that matter for the healthcare and hospital supply chain. So it will be able to basically track different shipments, it will be able to look at different inventory levels, and it will be able to identify potential shortages coming up. Obviously, it will help the end user, so the end customer, greatly, because obviously if you are in a hospital or a healthcare environment, you don't really want to be having to worry about whether the hospital can get its hands on the medication in time that you need. But it's also going to help the hospitals and healthcare organizations as well, because they will be able to save a lot of money, a lot of time, improve their own efficiencies and reduce their waste. This is not the first time that Palantir have worked with a particular company or a particular sector to actually create their own platform for use in that particular sector. You may have heard of this before, but there is this platform called Skywise, and that is used for the aviation industry. So it's kind of like Skywise, but for the healthcare sector, but it's also not exactly the same. Surgence is using Palantir's Foundry software in particular. The launch of Surgence to me is a real positive sign of Palantir's future growth. If they can be involved in the production of this new platform that is going to really help the healthcare sector, then that can only mean good things for them in the future. They are going to be more in demand. People are going to want them to build further platforms. People are going to want access to Surgence even. And it really shows just how great Palantir are at being able to innovate, work with companies on their specific needs, and develop products that are going to help them the best way that they can. And this Surgence platform is just another example of how Palantir are proving so useful in all different sectors, but in the healthcare sector specifically. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video very shortly.